Hello, fifth graders. We are back with week 2 of our Colonial Charter project. We have 2 more vocabulary words for you to learn this week. So let's go ahead and get to it. Our first word is tribe. So tribe means a group of people, usually families, living together in a community with shared culture and beliefs. So a tribe you could consider the people that live in your house to be your tribe. It doesn't have to be a Native American tribe. It doesn't have to be an entire culture. But usually the group of people you call your tribe, you guys share a culture or a belief. So you have common values. So here are some pictures. A plate of cookies. I want you to think for a second, why would a plate of cookies represent a tribe? Well, a tribe would be a group of people, and they all share the belief that cookies are the best dessert ever, specifically chocolate chip cookies. So those people would be considered your tribe because you have shared beliefs about chocolate chip cookies with them. Here is another picture. So this is a little bit more relevant to what we are studying. This is a group of Native Americans and an English settler. And this is a tribe of Native Americans, like I just said, talking to an outsider, so somebody that has different beliefs than them. So you can see the commonalities between the tribe versus the newcomer with different culture and beliefs. And then lastly, a little picture of a sun. This picture is something that the Native Americans really honored and respected, which was the sun god. And they believed that the sun was the center of life and just made many decisions. So it's a shared belief that they had in their culture. All right, so after this video or right now, you can pause and go to your Colonial glossary and write down the definition for the word tribe. All right, let's go on to the next word. Our next word for week 2 is natural resource. So a natural resource or natural resources are materials that can be found naturally in the environment and then used by people. So the key word here is it's in the environment already. You don't have to do anything to make something out of it or to make it happen, if that makes sense. So for instance, we've got fish, we've got water, we've got underwater plants. Those are all natural resources. You didn't have to do anything special to make the fish exist. They already do. Same with the water and the green plants underneath the water. They're found naturally and they can be used by us. So we can drink the water if we filter it correctly or clean it. We can eat the fish once we cook them, all that good stuff. This other picture is a picture of forest. So this is wood. There's also lots of other living animals and plants that could be eaten by us. So the wood, we could chop it down and use it to build our structures or to burn, to make fire. That is a natural resource that is essential. And last but not least, there's this picture. Now there's quite a few things going on here, but I want to draw your attention to a couple of them. Specifically, this redness in the dirt, that is iron in the soil, and that's a natural resource that that people use to make their tools. They found iron and they heated it up and made it into a solid metal. There's also fresh water. So we don't know for sure in this picture if this is fresh water or salt water, but this is for sure fresh water, and that is a natural resource you have to have in order to survive. So now you need to make sure you go and you write down the definition for natural resource in your Colonial glossary. And that's all we have for vocab for this week. But I do want to share with you a couple of tips for how to do our social studies work for this week. All right, so we are now looking at your social studies work for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week. You can see up at the top, the title says to do 5-4 through, that means through 5-6. So you're gonna do it 5-4, 5-5, and 5-6, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it looks very similar to what we did last week, except instead of focusing on the Native American tribes in each region of the colonies, we're going to be focusing on the geography and climate. So we have simplified things and put the readings in the PowerPoints so we don't have to go searching for them every day. So for Monday, you are going to read about the New England colonies, geography and climate, and you can see it keeps going. We even put a little label here so you don't get confused. Climate of New England. And then you're going to stop once you see middle colonies. So you only have to do slides 2 and 3, read it, and then take notes on the geographical features and the climate for the New England colonies on Monday. Then on Tuesday, you're going to come back to the same document in Google Classroom. It's not going to go anywhere. It'll be just where you found it on Monday. And you're going to read the 2 slides about the middle colonies. And you're going to stop where it says southern colonies. So you only have a slide and a half really to read about the middle colonies for geography and climate. Once you read that, same thing as Monday, except you're going to take notes in the middle colonies section on the graphic organizer. And then on Wednesday, you're going to come back, you're going to finish reading slide 5, this time about the southern colonies, and then you're going to read the last slide about the southern colonies, go up to your graphic organizer and take your notes. Once you've got all your notes taken, you've read all this, you make sure you know as much as you can about geography and climate, you will go and hit that turn-in button. All right, 5th graders, that is all I have for you today on social studies for vocab and geography and climate. Go forth and conquer.